Hey, interior design lovers. You know, luxury interior design isn't necessarily about flaunting wealth. I believe it's about crafting spaces that are sophisticated, refined, and timeless. And guess what? While interior design plays a big part, the real magic often lies in the architectural elements. These aren't only structural elements, they're what gives luxury spaces that extra something that sets them apart. Here are 4 of the most popular architectural elements in luxury interior design, plus 3 tips on how to use them in your home. Tell me in the comments what you think of when I say architectural elements. The first popular architectural element is arches. Dating back to ancient civilizations, they're like elegant doorways to another world, instantly adding depth and magnificence. These doorways aren't arches, yet they act in the same way. This is an image that I took at an antique store in Round Top, Texas a couple of weeks ago, and it's what I was reminded of when I mentioned arches. They act as a gateway to pull you further into the shop. You almost feel compelled to walk to the end to discover what's there. This is how luxury architectural details act on your senses to impress and draw you in. Do you have arches in your home? Put arches in the comments. At my house, I have 2 arched doorways, one between the living and dining room and the other from the living room to the hallway. They're very common in Mediterranean style. The second popular architectural element is columns. They've long been thought of as symbols of luxury and magnificence. Majestic Corinthian columns or sleek modern ones, they add drama and verticality to any space. Like arches, columns are often used to create grand entrances, define architectural symmetry, and provide visual interest. Their beautifully crafted shapes and detailed designs enhance the overall look, making a striking addition to any room. Do you have columns in your home? Put columns in the comments. Maybe you have them outside on your front entryway or holding up the roof of your patio. The third popular architectural element is custom moldings. Crown moldings, baseboards, you name it. These little details bring texture, depth, and character to a room. Think of ornate plaster moldings or even intricately carved wood frames. They're like the cherry on top, adding charm and elegance. And the fourth popular architectural element is wall niches. These are like hidden gems in your walls, perfect for showing off artwork or decorative pieces. With lighting or fancy moldings, they add layers of texture and dimension, making your space feel like a work of art. Now, here's where the real magic happens, integrating these architectural elements with interior design. It's all about finding that sweet spot where everything feels balanced and harmonious. Whether it's creating focal points with arches and columns, or enhancing the flow with clever placement of wall niches and moldings, it's like crafting a masterpiece. And don't forget the sense of history and tradition that these elements bring. From Greek columns to Baroque arches, they connect us to the past, adding a timeless touch to our modern spaces. Here's how to use architectural elements in luxury design to elevate the overall aesthetic. Tip number 1 is creating focal points. Whether it's a soaring arched entryway or a stately columned fireplace mantel, these features draw the eye and serve as the centerpiece of the room, commanding attention and setting the tone for the entire space. Tip number 2 is enhancing spatial flow and circulation. Picture arches gracefully leading you from one area to another, or columns framing your view like a picture frame. It's all about making sure the space feels open and easy to navigate. Tip number 3 is adding texture and dimension. Custom moldings and detailed finishes are where it's at. Whether it's ornate plaster or hand-carved wood, these little touches bring walls and ceilings to life, making the space feel warm and inviting. Architecture isn't just about walls and ceilings. It's about creating spaces that feel cohesive, balanced, and downright beautiful. And when you mix these architectural elements with your interior design, you end up with a space that's sophisticated, refined, and timeless. It's like magic.